my controversial opinions are not actually very controversial. They're shared by the vast majority of people in this country. That you shouldn't give kids surgical interventions and pharmaceutical interventions that might have long-lasting effects. That women don't deserve to lose their livelihoods for being feminists. That J.K. Rowling doesn't deserve to have death and rape threats sent to her. That male prisoners shouldn't be placed in the female estate. Mm-hmm. That NHS wards should be women only. Like, these are not controversial opinions. But, and also the other thing about cancel culture is that it's not just artists that are being affected. There's a social worker who's being subjected to, her name is Rachel Mead, being subjected to endless investigations because she shared one of my blogs. The guy from Spitfire actually was in trouble for sharing something I said. Huh. I've known police women who were fired from a detective who was fired from her job. I know a woman who lost her chance to be a foster carer because she said she wouldn't transition a child. It's affecting people at every level of society. Yeah. So it's not like a kind of, that's the thing about when people say cancel culture, they immediately think of people like Rowley and people like myself, but it's affecting everyone. Yeah. And it's affecting ordinary people worst of all, because, Rachel Mead, she's not a billionaire. Mm. So she can't fight with as much gusto and bravery as Rowling. She's much more exposed and much more vulnerable to, as I say, this ideology that's just kind of swept through the middle class like a forest fire. What am I being held accountable for? What have I done except defend women's rights, tried to stop people from trolling lesbians on their own apps, mm-hmm. Objected to the medicalization and the experimentation on children? What have I done? Mm-hmm. Why am I being held accountable? And the reason is the same reason as J.K. Rowling. No reason. Mm-hmm. There's no reason. I just refused to accept a completely incoherent ideology.